Yo, ladies and gentlemen, so today is Tuesday, and we're cracking right back on with absolutely everything today. So I've tried trading London session this morning, however, we didn't get tapped into our actual entry. So I'll probably do a trade review on that and then explain on why I didn't end up getting actually entered in on the sell limit. These things happen in trading. You can't really do much about it except just accepting it and moving on to the next setup, to the next trade, or even just having a look at what actually went on, and seeing if you can actually learn from it. If it's something that you have done yourself, then possibly you can learn from it. So I'm gonna go back over that very soon. Just need to quickly check actually, see where price actually is. So yeah, it's been a bit of a weird morning this morning. I got up, was pretty tired, so pretty slow start to the morning. Took Nala out for a walk, got myself a Red Bull. To be fair, I need to stop having these. I've been having them the past week I've had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then today, which I know they're really not good for you, but they do give me that kick up the arse in the morning, that energy boost that I do need. I say I need it, I only need it because I've been having them. I think if you don't drink Red Bull and Monster anyway, you will naturally have that energy there. So with that being said, I do need to cut down on them, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, so I had a Red Bull, took Nala out for a walk, just got back. Traded 9 o'clock this morning. Obviously didn't get entered on the trade, so we've left it there for now. Trading session ends in 7 minutes anyway, so we'll cut it short there. And I think I'm going to sit and work on the clothing brand New World. So I've got to update quite a lot of the product pages on the website. I've got to rearrange some other bits and pieces for the back end of the website. I've got to do other things for the back end of the business itself, so it's going to be a very fun day. So once all that's done, I'll be able to share a little bit more about New World. If you haven't seen us, go check us out on our Instagram, New World underscore clothing, spell NWRLD underscore clothing. I'll leave some links in the description anyway for you all, so you can have a look. But yeah, things are good. We're getting some progress there. It's just hard, obviously, growing a brand from absolutely zero to something. So, like I say, it's all about consistency and routine based. So we're going to crack right on with that today, get some jobs done, start ticking a lot of things off, which is good. With that being said, I think I'll catch up with you very soon. I'll probably catch up sometime after dinner before the New York session. And then we'll trade New York this afternoon, and then after that we'll just see where the day takes us. I think I'm going to sit and just do a lot of work today because I've got tomorrow off as well. So yeah, I'm probably going to sit and do quite a bit of work today just to start cracking on with some bits because I ain't got all else to do either. So and I enjoy this, so not really a task. So with that being said, yeah, we'll crack right on. I just wanted to also address a comment that was on the most recent trading vlog. So it was, how do you stay mentally sharp during volatile NASDAQ sessions? So it's a great question really, because obviously every NASDAQ session, London to New York, is very different from each other. In London there's a lot less volume, there's a lot less volatility compared to the New York session. So I commented back saying, great question. Honestly, it comes down to solid pre-market routine, which it does. If you have a solid pre-market session before going in, you know how your emotional state is, you know how your mental discipline is before even going into the session. So you can analyse yourself there. And then staying focused whilst actually in the session. I already have key levels drawn out before the session, so I know where I want to see price go to. So I've already interpreted that into the trading session. So I'm not basically sat there waiting for the open, guessing on which way it's going to go. I already have a very good idea of where price is going to go to. It's going to go to either of my key levels and react at them key levels. So that's me staying really focused whilst in the session. And then you've just got to manage your emotions. The emotion side to it all is probably the biggest thing about being a trader. If you can't manage your emotions, don't be a trader, because your emotions will take over at some point in your trading journey, and it'll either destroy you or it will help you spring on and go on to the next level. But if you can keep your emotions in check, simply by trade journaling or doing other various bits and pieces for the mental state, then you'll probably find yourself, when you're in them NASDAQ sessions, the volatile sessions, and prices swinging from point to point, that you'll be able to actually hack them emotions a lot easier than what other people would do. So that's how I do it. And then I always remind myself about protecting capital rather than trying to win every single trade. So as a trader, your job is to protect capital first and then make money. So if you protect your capital first by moving stop loss to break even, cutting losses shorter even when they're going to hit a full stop loss, if you can cut that loss shorter, brilliant, because you've cut half your loss out then, or a little bit of your loss, so you've cut a little bit off. So protect capital, and then your profitable trades will follow after that. So I thought I would break a little bit more down in this week's vlog for this person that's commented that on the trade vlog. So I think this afternoon in the New York session, I will break down my pre-market. I'll take you into the session, and then we'll do maybe some post analysis as well, and we'll address this question really well. So yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in a couple of hours before we hit New York session. So there we have it. We've taken a loss for today. Didn't get tagged into 2 trades today as well, so pretty frustrating. We'll cut to the trade review. However, just so you can see, there's the 2 trades. Not really happy with myself. Maybe down to my own mistakes as well, such as stop loss placement. I am tired. So there's other things that can be involved with that, but it is what it is. You've just got to have a strong mindset, know to come back tomorrow or another day, and perform better, obviously, because that's what it's all about, is continuous improvement, always improving the craft. So yeah, cut to the trade review, and I'll see you in the next part. Yo guys, welcome back to another trade review. This is the NASDAQ on the New York session today, this afternoon. This is a losing trade. We didn't win on this, but I thought I'd still share it with you all, just so that you know, us traders, we don't always win. We do take losses, and this is my loss today. So we'll review it, and yeah, we'll go through it. So obviously, as always, we look at daily market profile. Where's the point of control? Where's the most volume in that day? And as you can see by the red line, point of control is right here. So it aligned with the original setup. So we're going to continue. So we had the pre-range session form, highs and lows as per usual. On the open, we've seen price come up, collect liquidity above before forming lows, and we've seen the pre-range session lows being then taken out by these lows here. Again, taking out this point of interest below, taking out the London session low as well. So with that being said, we had these lows being formed. We had the next high, a low, and another high, breaking these last highs of the previous candles, forming a point of interest below. I set my buy limit right on the point of interest. Sorry. We got tapped in, obviously, as you can see. Price failed to break this point of control, however, and we did end up taking a loss on this trade. But I do think it was due to stop loss placement, because if you look, I placed it below this low. Maybe should have been below this low, because on the next leg that we've seen happen here. Obviously, price hasn't gone any lower than this area, and we've seen price then obviously take off and hit targets. With that being said, we've had a double pump, a break of that high there, forming a point of interest below, buy limit on the point of interest, and again, we didn't see price come back down and tag us in. I think it was just ready to push through different key levels of price. So it is what it is. We'll take it on the chin. We'll move on to tomorrow, and I'll see you in the session again. See you soon, guys. Yo, guys. I thought I'd just capture this sort of moment. A little bit overwhelmed in a way because obviously I've been posting on YouTube, been posting on my social media, Instagram, and I've been consistent for about just over a month now. Obviously posting all the trade reviews as reels, posting on my trading Instagram and what have you, and it's becoming a little bit surreal. Everything that I've always dreamt about in a way when I started trading, growing my social media presence, growing my YouTube, and I just feel like, so I'm doing it at this moment in time. I'm on the journey, and I am getting noticed in a way, without sounding cheesy and what have you. And it sounds a bit gay, but I'm getting sort of noticed by people that never noticed, if that makes sense. They're now reaching out, asking how I'm doing it, sort of thing. And even just the sense of like people that I used to work with at my previous jobs. I've had a couple of messages from previous work people that I didn't even expect of finding my social media. So yeah, it's just a bit crazy at the minute. Obviously, I'm loving it because I'm staying consistent with my posting, staying consistent with my trading, consistent with obviously the clothing business. Got a couple of other things in the pipeline that I'm working on that no one knows about as well, which it could be huge for me. And obviously, because I'm on this journey at this moment in time, when I'm getting these messages pop up, it's nice, it's lovely, don't get me wrong, I do feel really appreciative, but at the same time, it's like, a little bit like imposter syndrome, like, is this really happening to me? But then in the same breath, I've been working hard over the past 6-7 years to get to this point of where I'm doing well with my trading. I'm now starting to invest in various different businesses, and yeah, trying to go on my social media, and it's all falling hand in hand pretty nice at this moment in time. I'm staying consistent with it all. Yeah, it just feels a little bit like imposter syndrome, like, damn, it's fucking what is happening, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just thought I'd address it a little bit within this week's vlog. Let me know in the comments if anyone watching, if you've already dreamt about doing something most of your life, and you've worked so hard at it for most of your life that when you step into that role, it feels like it shouldn't be you doing it, but it just feels like second nature, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I'm doing it, so what? Like, you sort of lose I don't want to say the excitement, and maybe it's the ego side you sort of lose, but yeah, it's crazy at the minute. I'm loving it. I'm going to continue to grow, continue to post, continue doing my vlogs, continue talking to you people out there. But it's a little bit surreal at the same time. Like, obviously, we'll be launching UWorld very soon. Hopefully that blows up all in line with everything else. That'd just be wonderful. But again, they do say if you manifest it for so long, you start to live in that reality. And I have been manifesting this shit for a long, long time. Anyone that knows me knows how long I've been working at this, working at trading, working at having that social media presence. Because I do believe that's the way the world is going. The world is going to, obviously we see it now with social media influencers. You can turn it into a real-time job. Without sounding cheesy about saying any of it, it's the truth now. It's the way the world's going. And a few years ago, I didn't want any of that. I didn't want to grow my social media. I didn't want to be that guy on, you know, the internet or whatever. But I'm starting to get more comfortable in front of the camera, more comfortable speaking to you a lot, interacting with you a lot out there, and it's starting to come a little like second nature to me now. So I feel very, very blessed. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not an opportunity that everyone gets. Speaking about trading, it's very hard to trade, make money from that, and then be able to use that money in elsewhere as well. So I am truly blessed in that sense. However, I have really worked hard to get to where I am, and I'm continuing still to work hard. Like today, I've been working since 10 o'clock this morning. It's now 7:15. Don't get me wrong, I've had breaks here and there, but I've been working. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because I absolutely love it. And I love creating videos, creating vlogs, and putting it back out there for people to see what I'm doing. And then obviously they can hopefully copy and do it themselves or take bits and learn from it themselves. That's the whole reason I'm doing it. And obviously in 10, 20 years time, hopefully I can look back on all this and be like, that's where I got started. This is where I am now. So, yeah. It's mad. It's just mad. Like, for instance, I had a guy comment on one of my social media. Obviously, I released my my book at a couple of months back, and I had a guy commenting on one of my trading reels that I posted that day. Great breakdown. Just finished reading your book, mate. Quality. So then I replied. I think it was something along the lines of, you know, appreciate the comment, etc. What was your biggest takeaway from Margins of My Life? And he replied, to be honest, mate, I connected with you a lot of what you wrote about the journey, creating the mindset required to succeed in trading, how valuable journaling is, which he said he needs to do more of, and your initial goal of freedom from the 9 to 5. Hopefully you'll get there where you want to be, mate, on that trading floor. So I know this gent has obviously, he's read the book because the trading floor is near the end of the book. So I know he's read that, and I know he's taken a lot of it in. So big ups to you, my mate. But yeah, I just wanna, I love interacting with you a lot. So if you head over to my Instagram, it's at MattFXScalper. I'll put it in the description as well, so you can go on there and you can see all my relevant links anyway. Yeah, it's just a bit like, don't feel real. Do you know what I'm saying? When stuff starts to click and fall in place, everything you've been working for so long starts to click in place. It's class, man. But yeah, I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna crack on with some more work before I go to bed tonight. Before I start getting ready for bed, shall I say? So yeah, big ups to you a lot. Keep getting in contact with me. Keep interacting with me on social media. Because I do talk to you back. I will interact with you back. I will have a conversation with you. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a regular guy, regular trader. I live on a council estate, so there's nothing posh about me. I am straight as they come. So yeah, I'll catch you in tomorrow's part of the vlog. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We've got quite a lot of work still to crack on with, and we've got 2 trading sessions to get through tomorrow as well. So without ruining anything, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Yo people, I thought I'd just check in with you all. So it's now 10 to 10. Still working on New World clothing. Just working on a lot of the product pages. Working on bulking out descriptions, adding size guards, better model images, and other various bits and pieces. So yeah, just working into the night tonight. Quite free tomorrow, so may as well. I ain't got anything else to do. So yeah, just cracking on with that. Thinking of coming off the computer around 11 o'clock tonight. I've been working since 11 o'clock this morning, so a good 12-hour shift. Yeah, obviously I've taken breaks, you know, for drinks, food, etc., to chill out for half an hour, whatever. It's always good to get away from the computer, but it's also nice to crack on and make some decent progress. Got quite a lot to actually get through to get the brand to where I want it to be. So yeah, it's starting to really look like and feel like a full-on brand now. Like I say, still a million miles off where I want to be, but we'll get it there. We'll get it there. It's just time, patience, consistency, and we'll get there. But like I say, we won't get there without doing these late nights. Obviously, I'm a one-man army, so yeah, I'm pretty proud of where I've got it to, but now we need to keep pushing and take it to that next level, really. So yeah, I'll probably catch up with you a lot tomorrow morning before the London session. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Stay sharp, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Yo, people. So today, hardly no vlog. I've been out all day. Been literally busy all fucking day. I'll fucking speak then. Yeah, so just now clocking on. Gonna do, because I missed New York session, I'm gonna still go through New York session, review it as per usual, just to keep in that mental routine of looking at the market every single day, obviously, reading NQ, NASDAQ, and yeah, going from there with it. So I'm just going to go through, review the market from 2:30 onwards. Did catch a trade this morning, however, so cut to the trade review from London session this morning, and yeah, then we'll move on. So after you've watched that, I'm going to come back and we're going to have a little chit chat time. We're going to talk about mental discipline within trading. So cut to the trade review from London session, NASDAQ, and I'll see you after that. Yo guys, welcome back to another trade review. Today it was London session on NASDAQ as per usual. We'll get straight into it. So before the session, we've had the pre-range form, highs and lows as per usual. On the open, we've had price come down, take out liquidity resting below the previous session. Again, as always, waiting for the last high or last low to be taken out. So again, we've seen a low, sorry, went a bit farther, low, high, low, and then we've had a high form, breaking that right there, forming this point of interest below. Again, buy limit on the point of interest, stop loss below them lows, targeting first TP was here for 20% volume, and then last TP was at these highs here, or at these highs here. However, I took 20% here, stop loss got moved to break even like so, and then as you can see down here, because I was out, we hit break even there. So if anything, we left the table today with 20%. I think it was at about a 2 risk to reward at 20%, so not too bad. Still got some profit today. Didn't trade New York session, I was just too busy during this daytime. So got London session, in and out the market, nice, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's session. Take it easy, guys. So you've just seen the trade review from NASDAQ this morning, and so I'm just putting my little 3 dot in. Yeah, so you've seen that from NASDAQ. What I want to talk about now is mental discipline within trading. Knowing when to be in the market and when not to be in the market, basically. So it came up on one of my vlogs as a comment, and I've had a couple of messages through social media as well on how do I stay disciplined mentally when obviously trading something as fast paced as NASDAQ. The first thing that I will say is years of experience now. Coming into, I think, my 7th year as a trader as a whole. All right, yes, seriously, I've only been taking it seriously over the past couple of years, I'd say. So yeah, I've got a lot of experience in the market. Obviously, I've seen a lot of trades happen over these fair few years. I've lost money on, well, I've lost a lot amount of money on certain trades that I've taken, and I've also won some big money on some trades that I've taken as well. So it works on swings and roundabouts. However, I do want to say you've got to have that type of mental capacity. For example, if you are someone who easily gets offended or can easily get annoyed by something so small, then I'd recommend you stay away from trading, because the market will humble you time and time again. But if you're someone who's quite resilient, enjoys a challenge every day, let's say, and isn't, I don't want to say it, but isn't a snowflake, you've got a bit of a backbone to yourself, then you'd probably go quite far in trading. If you believe in yourself for a start, that's a massive help straight from the off, because you believe in yourself regardless of what people think. And so yeah, that's basically my perception on mental discipline as a trader. They're the first few things that I would say to start to look for within yourself. But yeah, that mental discipline, it all comes from data-driven trading strategy. So obviously I've got one of them. I've got data backing it, years of data that I've back tested, and yeah, so I've got that to go off. So I know data-wise, back testing of a historical period, this strategy works. Brilliant. That gives me confidence. Then going off the back of that is, right, so if I know my trading strategy works, how can I then implement it? And that all comes from live market testing. So even if you was trading demo account previously, now you're trading live account, the two accounts are completely different. So I would say I've got a lot of mental discipline trading live market accounts, not demo, and I have done so for years now. So that's where my confidence comes from there as well, and also not being emotionally attached to the money, the value, the actual money, the value, the number. Myself, I read everything in percentages now, especially when trading, because you can earn 1% on 10k, 1% on 100k. Yes, there's a massive difference in how much you've earned. So obviously £100 to £1,000, but percentage is still exactly the same. So if we come down to percentages all the same, your account sizes don't matter. So your mental discipline is just focused on numbers, percentage, not value. So I think that helps the psychology bit within your own brain. So yeah, that's how I sort of address mental discipline, and also journaling everything. So journaling post session, during the session, and then obviously monthly, weekly, and quarterly reviews. It all builds that professional mindset to be a full-time trader. So with that being said, I ain't going to chat on too long. I hope this has helped you. If it hasn't, you can always hit me up on my social media. You can comment on my YouTube channel, and I will get back to every single one of you. With that being said, I just want to mention that last year, I posted a video about Magic Keys. I got sponsored by Magic Keys themselves. You can grab yourself Magic Keys. This links to the mental discipline. So when I was talking about risk management, etc., before, even in my previous videos, this helps me with my risk management a hell of a lot. So I know how much I'm risking between my entry and my stop loss. I know where I should be, auto break even, setting my stop loss at break even. I know when I should be doing that. I also take partial TPs with this button here as well. So I take 20% at the last high, last low, whichever one it is. But yeah, I highly recommend that you go and grab this, or go grab the on-screen version. So you can get this, but on your screen. It costs a lot less. I think it cost about, it cost about 20-30 quid. And this helps me massively. It has done for the past year and a half now. So yeah, I'd highly recommend you go and grab one of these, because it helps you with your risk management. It helps you actually enter in and out of trades very fast. You can close all your positions, close half. It's very customizable as well. So I would go and invest in this heavily, whether it's the actual calculator itself or the on-screen version. That helps with risk management. It'll also then dig in with your mental discipline as well. So yeah, it's all as one part and parcel to make yourself that professional trader. So yeah, go and grab that. I think it's about £200, but with my discount code you can get it for about £150, or the on-screen version you can still get 25% off with my code. So the links are in the description. Go grab yourself one of them, because it will help your trading journey massively. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't use it myself. If you follow me on Instagram, follow me on social media, you'll see that I've constantly got this on my trading setup. So go and have a look, go check them out. I won't promote them if I didn't think it was worth it. So yeah, go check them out, guys. It will help you. And with that being said, I'm going to end today's vlog here, and I'll try and get a full day in tomorrow of London session, New York session, and anything in between. So yeah, love and peace, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's vlog.
Everything else is just...
Yo guys, so today it's Friday. I haven't obviously vlogged too much this week. I do apologise about that. However, I've just been busy, and then today I didn't really feel like doing much. Still did my trading, London session and New York session, so I'm going to do a quick review of both of them trades. We had 2 winners today, which was beautiful. So cut to the review, but again I just want to apologise for hardly no vlogging material this week. I promise next week I'll try and do more and more. It's just with me obviously working a lot on the clothing brand, still obviously working on the trading, etc. And sometimes it's just hard to pick up the vlogging camera. So I'm going to promise to really try next week on the vlog, hopefully try and make it a bit more exciting than it has been over the past month. But yeah, cut to the trade review now. I'll catch you in there. See you soon, guys. Yo guys, welcome back to another trade review. Today it's NASDAQ, London session and New York session. 2 winners today, which is beautiful. So we'll jump straight into it. So in London session, we had pre-range form as per usual. It took a while for the price to sweep these pre-session lows and use as liquidity. It was around 11 o'clock this happened, which was nice. Still on the charts. So as soon as the setup presented itself, I went for it. So we had these lows into liquidity area. We had this high form there. We had a break of that high, forming this point of interest below. Again, entry on the point of interest, stop loss well below them lows. And obviously, as you can see, price ran up, just missed TP one of these highs here, come back down. I'm not sure how we kept in the trade, but we did. And then I basically just held it out all day until we hit the TP, the final TP, which is beautiful. It was a 4.4 risk to reward on this one. And again, we hit take profit in the pre-New York session. So then moving on to New York, we had quite a volatile open. So we had highs and lows as per usual. We had news at 1:30 as well. And again, a lot of volatility in these areas, as you can see. But again, waited for price to sweep these pre-session lows, and obviously wait for another high to be taken out. So as you can see, we had a high, a low, and then another high, breaking this last high, forming this point of interest below, buy limit on the point of interest, and again just was holding it out until we hit this region here, which was TP1 for 20% volume, and then I closed the rest of the trade around these highs here. So again, beautiful Friday to trade, 2 for 2, and that one was a 2.3 risk to reward. So overall we've done 6.2 risk to reward today, which was phenomenal. So yeah, I'll great end to the week, and I'll catch you guys on Monday. So guys, hopefully now you've just seen the trade review for today. 2 trades, beautiful, around 6.2 risk to reward, bank for the day. Over the week, phenomenal week again. Really blessed, really hitting these trades absolutely to a T now. So again, we'll rinse and repeat, start again Monday, and crack right back on with everything. So if I don't catch you off through the weekend, I'll definitely see you Monday morning. So have a nice weekend, everyone, and I'll catch you sharp and early on Monday. See you soon.